Hello and welcome to this review on the Anti-War channel. We're doing Black O-Lantern. Now this thing says 31 IBUs on the website, 6.7% alcohol, but on the can it says 14 IBUs. So what's the answer? I'm gonna go with the can. I think these craft beer companies, not to mention macro, but even more so craft beer, they have a problem with consistency on their facts. Their facts. I mean, 14 and 31, that's a pretty big difference, right? Should be that should not happen. Anyway, I bought the 6-pack of Matherns. It was $9.99. There's a regular pumpkin beer in the orange case and the orange cans for $9.49. I might buy that, but I'm going to go this weekend and see what I can find in singles. If not, I'll have to buy the 6-pack. I don't mind, it's not going to kill me, but Black O-Lantern. My recollection is that this one is not too good. I've had it at least 4 times, and the first time it was really good, if I recall right. The second time I hated it. The third time wasn't too hot. The fourth time was better. So it's inconsistent. My experience with their orange can, the pumpkin pack, the pumpkin beer in the orange case was positive. Creamy beige head, dark brown appearance, nearly black, but it's actually dark brown. If you're in good light, you can see that it's dark brown. Aroma. Well, aroma is pumpkin pie. Okay, so on the main channel, my friend David really took issue with this, and he was saying, "Oh no, it's wrong in all these ways," and he was put off. And I was a little more kind to it. I was saying, "Look, I'm not defending it because I don't even really like it." I said, "But I think you're going a little overboard with it." But I also say, call it as you see it. And that was his first impression. His first impression was negative. And he said, "I wouldn't pay 50 cents a can for this stuff." But it does smell like pumpkin pie. All right. It does. And these things can change. Like if you do 5 different reviews, you could get 5 different results. And that's been my experience with beers. Could be the same with wine and liquor. But so you want to be a little cautious when you do these reviews, a little careful. And I think we're all guilty that we're not careful. We're just saying this is the definitive review of each beer, and it really isn't the case. So it smells like pumpkin pie, very gordish. Vegetative. All right, let's go with the taste. See, I think the problem with this beer, it's not in the quality, it's the construction of it. It's just what it is. It's an imperial stout mixed with a pumpkin ale. So it's sort of wishy-washy. What I mean is sort of a mismatch. You get the strong roasted malt of an imperial stout on one side of it. On the other side, you get a faint pumpkin ale, pumpkin pie, and 14 IBUs. I think I might be inclined to go along with what they're saying on the website. 31. It seems stronger than 14 in bitterness. I think that threw us off in the reviews, actually, that it just didn't seem to line up. And now I think it's a misprint on the can. Body, I say at the most high medium. It's no heavier than high medium though. It's not a heavy beer. High medium, perhaps. Mostly dry. Bitterness scale, 3 out of 5 hop cones, I'd say. Sweetness scale, well, it's restrained. So sweetness, you might be getting I guess I'll go at 3 out of 5 sugar cubes. I was going to say it would be less, but it does have about 60% sweetness, 40% not sweet, dry finish and everything. Well, I'll tell you what, beer can be a funny thing. And I think in almost 11 years of doing video reviews, I did written reviews before that, so it's actually been longer than 11. I think what I've noticed over the years, my website included, my channel included, guilty as the rest. But it's unavoidable because what are you going to do? Review every beer 5 times? It's not practical. But I think it is a problem in a sense that we can find ourselves being overly critical. And I think the trend, the tendency, and I've had people accuse me of the opposite, say I overscore beers. You give beers too high of a score. And I don't agree with that. No, I don't agree with that. The tendency really is to underscore. Give it a lower score than it deserves, to be careful. And it's easy, you're picking out, this is a fault, this is a fault, this is a fault. Could be perceived faults more than real, faults in actuality. Of course, are some beers just definitively bad? The great consensus would be that the beers are terrible. Yes. Unfortunately, there are a few out there like that. There aren't many. There aren't really many. I've reviewed thousands. But there are a handful that are just openly terrible. Think of the Camo series, and it's not that they're strong. I've had many strong beers, 14, 15%, that were fabulous, 100%, 100 out of 100. But the Camos, some of the, no, Four Loko, that's not fair. Camo, 40 Street Legal, doggone, Axe Head, Jaguar. We may have improved it, though. Milwaukee's Special Reserve, Milwaukee's Classic Ice. Those are just almost objectively bad. Earthquake High Gravity from Fusion Projects, Four Loko. Objectively bad, meaning just, it's almost like a mathematical equation they would be bad. Obviously that's hyperbole. It's not true in reality, but somehow, and it's beyond my understanding, but somehow there are beers that are horrible, but some people like Earthquake. It's still in the market. People like it. I don't know why. I just can't perceive it. The Earthquake Black Cherry was tolerable. The Earthquake Pineapple was tolerable. Those are also 10%. They weren't good. They just were tolerable in the sense that the artificial fruit flavoring masked the badness of it. I'm not saying Earthquake is always bad. I think their consistency level is poor. So like if you drink 10, 1 out of every 10 would be actually good. You'd say, well, this stuff's improved. Then you drink the other 9. Oh, no, it's terrible. But some people buy it. I mean, Earthquake does exist. It does stay in some stores. Why? I don't know. I'm not saying it stays in a lot of stores. I don't honestly see it around too much. If you want to talk about high gravity malt liquor, hey, look, Hurricane High Gravity. Everybody's got Hurricane High Gravity, and it's been a strong seller for 16 years. And it's everywhere. Well, every convenience store. So it's not one of these treacherous products. But now something like this, which is a craft beer, it's more troublesome to deal with. Ronnie S says, what? It's a black O'Lantern. I've never tried Earthquake. Well, it's a good thing you'd never tried Earthquake because 99, 90, not 90, not 99, but 9 out of 10 times is going to be bad. But like I said, there's that 1 out of every 10 times it won't be bad, which is just an indictment of their quality control. They probably don't care about that product. They probably, I mean, I'm just thinking they probably say, oh, some old bums will drink it, 10%. They don't care. They're half dead already. You hate to think that way, but what else could you think? That's the non-flavored beer from the Four Loko people, the Earthquake. Now they make their flavored beers, which if you strip them down to the pure beer part of it, it'd probably be terrible, but they're masked by all the flavoring, artificial or natural. Sometimes they're natural flavorings. But this one here, it's a jack-o'-lantern that's black, is what it is. It's a black jack-o'-lantern. You get it? See, a black pumpkin beer. But it's a blend. We talk about that in liquor, blends. Crown Royal from Canada is a famous blended whiskey because they blend different whiskeys together to get the final product. And this is a blend, as they admit on the can. It's a blend of what? Imperial stout with pumpkin ale, and it brings it to 6.7%. And 14 IBUs or 31 IBUs, depending on what you're looking at. The can 14, the website 31. Tastes like 31, but when you start seeing these kind of errors, then you start questioning what is the truth. What is the truth? 1986, same year as Abita Brewing in Louisiana. Wasatch, is it popular in Louisiana? No, I wouldn't say so. But they do show up from time to time and people buy them, like, for instance, myself. And I think I'll probably buy the pumpkin one, the orange can, the pumpkin. But if you go to Utah and Idaho, whatever, it might be very popular. It might be like the Abita beer of that area. Abita beer being the king of craft beer here. And other ones, Urban South, Second Line, Parish. I guess Parish is number 2 next to Abita. But we have others. Some have died away. Covington Brewhouse is gone. They used to be called Heinebrau, but they couldn't make it. Heinebräu, couldn't make it. Bad management, I guess. Never seemed to get a foot in the door. Dixie seemed like they were starting to catch on. Then they got woke and they changed it to Faubourg Brewing. And now you hear nothing about them. They have displays in the stores, seeing people pass it by. They probably attracted 3 new people with their new name, and they probably offended 30,000 people. You know what I mean? So like for every 3 new people they attracted for political reasons, they offended 30,000. So a 10,000 to 1 loss to gain ratio is a poor thing. So if they went out of business, well, they wouldn't go out of business. You see, they get bought out. It's such a big facility that they invested. They probably just get bought out by Anheuser-Busch or Miller Coors, somebody, Molson Coors, somebody like that. Then they'll change it to Rainbow Fantasies Brewing or something like that. But they alienated a lot of their people, their fans. And it was doubly insulting after their huge year-long ad campaign about the loyalty of Dixie. Dixie is, Dixie beer, the neighborhood beer. We're loyal to our people. We're family and all of that. And then to insult everyone with their disgusting display. They deserve everything they get. And I'm not saying I hope they fail. I'm just saying if they do fail, and maybe more accurately, when they fail, they won't get no sympathy from me. Because a lack of loyalty is one of the most egregious things in the world, whether it's beer or otherwise. Loyalty. And people are sensitive to that. Anyway, this beer is really confusing to me. Do I like it? I kind of like it. Now, when you got to say, I kind of like it, that's a problem right there, right? Yes. It's a strange product. I don't know. Can't say it, can't explain it. It's not as bad as what my friend David said about it, but he tends to be a little extreme. I've been known to be that way on occasion. Haha. But still, I still think it's a problem product. It's got problems. The lacing is bad. The flavor is questionable. I can't say it's bad though. I don't know. It's defective. That's a good description. It's a defective product. And I don't mean it went sour or something like that, or it's out of date. It's just defective due to its nature of being defective. Go woke, go broke, maybe. Well, let's hope so. The Cleveland Guardians will be going the way of Dixie Beer. Yeah, that's an insult. Well, people are still going to call them the Cleveland Indians. No one's going to call them the Guardians, except the intelligentsia, the National Socialist people. Just like everybody still says the Washington Redskins, no matter what these communists tell us to say. Yeah, that's right, Ronnie. So people are waking up, but waking up properly. They're not waking up to socialism. They're waking up to a realization that your freedom is in danger and may go away quickly. Like a priest said Saturday, the 16th, the 18th. I was at Mass on Saturday, the 18th of September in Jefferson, Louisiana. He said this. He's very attuned to National Socialism and communism and all of these problems. And I've heard him talk. He's talked to me privately. He said the window of opportunity to rescue our freedom is quickly closing. And I thought, you're right. Okay, let me go see. I think somebody from the roofing company's here. How will I score this? I'll give it a C, average. I'm not sure about it. That's all I can say. So thanks for watching this video production. Be right